The next pre-swing fundamental that we need to discuss is the grip. The grip is so important because it's our body's only connection to this golf club. And our grip has a direct effect on our ability to control the club face. Now, the club face, it's responsible for 85% of direction. So if we could put our hands on this golf club in a way where we could control this face, bring it back down to the ball where it's pointed towards the target, you're gonna be hitting some straight shots out on the course. And so I'm just gonna set this club down. When we get into that good stance, we want our arms to be hanging down. And for the most part, we want our hands just facing each other. So we don't want a grip where our lead hand is on top and our trail hand's underneath. This is when players hit it low, they hook it. We also don't want a grip where the lead hand's under and then the trail hand's on top. This is when a player tends to slice the ball. And so what you could do as a routine, you could put the club in your lead hand. I want you to be able to hinge it up and down. The club should feel light to you. If your hand's too much on the side of the club, it's difficult to hinge, difficult to create leverage. And so put your hand on in a natural way where you can hinge it up and down. I want you to make sure that your lead thumb is right next to your index finger. You do not want the lead thumb kind of over here on the side of the club. What you do with your trail hand, make sure that your trail hand faces the target. So you don't want your trail hand, again, too much on top or too much underneath. You basically just want to cover up that lead thumb. Now, it's up to you whether you decide to interlock your grip, overlap. You just really want to make sure that your hands are together. And so a good routine, again, putting that club in your lead hand, putting your hands together where your trail hand's facing the target. And you want to keep the grip pressure relatively light. Tension kills the golf swing. So if we can keep the tension light, make small swings and see if you can get the club to bottom out in the same spot over and over again, and you'll be doing good. One last checkpoint for you is if you hold the club out in front of you, the leading edge right here of the club should be up and down. If you're holding the club out in front and it's pointed down to the ground or it's pointed open, you're going to be in some trouble. So work on those things. You could definitely practice this at home. But if you can get that grip and that stance, you're well on your way to making clean contact.